Hi everybody. As you can see, the sky's getting a little darker. The sun's down right there on the edge of those trees. And it's that time of year when I can't get home in time to really take a good ride before it gets dark. I've got over an hour commute, and it just can't be done. It's that time of year. I know how it is. I hate it, but you know, my week riding's going to be the weekends, looks like now, and now they're calling for a full weekend of rain, so I don't know if I'll even be able to get on this girl. First time in a couple of days I have been able to get on it. It's been cloudy when I got home, and so it's been darker than usual, so it just really wasn't any point to come out here, and I didn't really have much to talk about. But I thought I'd try to get one more in and go out and get a record of how the trees are starting to change. We haven't got a ton of color yet, but hopefully the camera right there in the tops of those trees can pick up some of the color that's coming our way, maybe down the river a little ways, both sides. But yeah, I just wanted to get out and get a little ride in. I'm getting short on my days at work. I'm down to I think it's about 17 work days, including one Saturday, before I'm calling it quits and hanging it up. I'm at 35 years plus now. As of the first of the month, I've put in 35 years with the company. And I've talked about this before on my retirement blog, but I just wanted to revisit it just a minute. I didn't know how I was going to react to the preparations for getting to starting to retire and starting a new life, and really that's what I'm doing. I've been doing this for a long time, and it's going to be different not getting up in the morning and making this long ride, either on the bike or more often than not on the car. And got a lot of things planned, a lot of things that I'm going to do, but it really hadn't let me sleep very well at night. Don't know what I'm worried about, but I'm just nervous. I get it naturally. My dad, he was a worrier. I'm not as bad as he was, but God, he'd worry about everything. But yeah, bless his heart, and that was good. He was always looking out for me and looking out for my sister, and then he worried about the grandkids and my kids. And, you know, just the way it went. His great grandkids. But he's passed on now, so I'm the senior Smith on this side of the family. Might have mentioned, I don't know if I did, I've got five grandkids, and I've got 2 more on the way that are going to get here in the next few months. So I'll have plenty of grandkids to go visit and have fun with. But as for the rest of my time, I just don't know. I'm ready. I'm looking forward to it. I wish it could end tomorrow, but I committed to the end of the month, and so we're going to do that. The company's going to throw a little party for me, which is really nice. Got a promise from one of the salesmen he's going to take me out to lunch. That'll be nice. We'll see how it goes. It's just, you know, one of those things that comes across in your life if you live long enough. I am fortunate. There were several people that I've worked with over the years that they didn't get the opportunity to do what I'm hopefully going to be able to do here soon. One fella, he a little bit younger than me, maybe 3 or 4 years younger than me, looking after his wife. His wife was sick. She'd had cancer, and she was a survivor, but she needed a lot of care. From what they can tell me, he woke up one day and swung his feet over the side of the bed, just fell dead. You know, it's one of those things. Nobody had a clue. As far as anybody knew, he was healthy, and just, you know, one of those days, you know, one of those things, he just out of the blue fell over. We had another guy when I first started working there. He was the old grizzle mechanic. He had, you know, he could do anything. You know, he's always chomping on a cigar that was Seemed like it was never lit, only about 2 inches long. And his hat looked like it had been down many a road. The old nasty, dirty, greasy hat he always wore. But he had a similar situation. He had a wife he'd been caring for 20 years. And she was pretty much totally reliant on him to do everything. And he got to retirement age, and he went to the doctor the month before he retired just to get a checkup. Wasn't feeling bad. He was just, said, well, we'll get one done while the company's going to pay for it on the insurance. And they found cancer, and it just knocked the stuffings out of him. And he drew one check from Social Security. He lived 2 months after he retired. And you just never know, and I'm not thinking I'm going to die. Don't get me wrong on that. I got a long way to go, I hope. But you just never know in your life. Things just happen. But that's while I'm talking about things that happen. I'll tell you a real quick thing that happened today at work. Now I'm in sales. I'm in customer service. People come to me, they need something to fix their tractor, or they need some oil, or they need something. They're always in need. Well, I was working with a guy today, and it just so happens I was the only one on the counter, and I was waiting on a gentleman, and we were having some difficulty figuring out exactly what he needed, because he didn't have his numbers or anything with him. Of course, they never do, but we were making some progress and trying to get it. And I hadn't noticed an attractive young lady that was kind of milling around in the showroom, and he and I both have our heads stuck in the computer trying to determine if what we were looking at was actually his piece of equipment. She hands me a note with her name and phone number and puts it up on the counter and says, "Would you please call me when you find whatever it is that I'm here that I'm supposed to pick up?" And this was cold. This was right out of the blue. She hadn't said another word to me. And I was just astounded. And I said, okay. And she walked off. Well, I didn't know whether she was going to walk around the showroom, or whether she was going to go out in the yard, or go to her car, or go do something else. I don't know. Well, she left. She just up and left. Well, I finished with my customer and did what I could with him, and got him going, got what he needed, ordered for him, and waited on a few other people. And I looked at the note, I found the name, went in our file, and sure enough, there was a part that had been ordered and paid for. All she had to do was pick it up. And so I called the number and got an answering machine. Left a message that, yes, we found the part, it's ready to be picked up anytime. Well, probably not 3 minutes later, my boss comes out and says, "I just got the craziest phone call. I got a guy on the phone here that says that somebody here told his girlfriend that she couldn't get anything right now and that she'd just have to come back." And I couldn't believe it. I'm going, what the? And lo and behold, it's her. Well, she didn't come back or anything. We just talked to the guy, and I explained what had happened to the boss. And he said the guy was really hot on the phone, really upset that we would treat his girlfriend that way. And of course, we didn't treat her that way. We were busy. She just, for whatever reason, was unwilling to wait in line like normal human beings do. But I guess for some one reason or another, she thought that everything should stop so that she could be attended to. Again, I mentioned I was the only person there. There was no one else available to help her. Everyone was tied up with customers. So anyway, my boss said he went and explained it to the man. He said as soon as he mentioned that hadn't happened, he said the man was very contrite, calmed down, and it made me think, maybe this sort of thing has happened before to him. Could be. But I'm sure she was an attractive woman, but it reminded me of the old saying, that no matter how good looking she is, somebody somewhere's tired of her, what. and I don't even know her, and I'm tired of her stuff. But oh well. As you can see, the sun is setting down now, so you know these rides will have to be short. I may not get any more in, or maybe one or two, hopefully, before I get retirement. And of course, once I get done with that, I'll be able to come out here earlier in the day, maybe get a little bit, maybe show you some more of the leaves changing. They really aren't changing that much yet. They're just starting. I think maybe we're supposed to get the rain this weekend. Maybe after this rain and into next week, maybe temperatures will drop a little bit. We'll get a little more color out here, and I'll bring you out and show you. They're doing a lot of harvesting out here. I don't know if we'll see any on this little trek coming home. I saw a harvester it cut corn down and was blowing it into a feed truck, and that's a pretty common sight out here at this time of year. I don't know when they're going to do these soybeans right here, but they'll get to them. They don't hurry so much on those, I guess. But it's a beautiful countryside out here. Nice little area here going down onto the river again. We just made a little loop. And, I just thought I'd get out and ride. I got a scooter buddy up here in front of me. He waved as he went by. I thought that was really nice. Yeah, anything on two wheels, anything on four wheels, I'll wave. It's no big deal. You know, happy to share the ride with everyone. Okay, well, I guess that's all I had. I had a rant. I thought I'd share about it. I'm not sleeping much, but we'll get through it all, and I'll let you know how it goes. Thanks for riding along with me. You guys take care.